What's good, YouTube? My name is Jay. I'm an American football lover. I did not grow up watching this sport, as we call it, soccer over here. It's something I've gained an interest in over the last couple of years. I've been watching a lot more content creators around it, talk about different games, leagues, the history of who, where, what, why. And so far, my favorite team is Barcelona, if we're talking internationally, and then nationally in America, probably the Columbus Crew. It's my local football club, and I don't know, it's close to me. It's close to home, you know what I'm saying? I also love their colors. I know that's a little bit of not an ideal reason, I guess, to love a football club per se, but I love their aesthetic. I love the amount of passion that my state has for that club, so they're my favorites right now in America. The passion of the sport drew me into it, just seeing how many people shape their entire personalities around the sport, the blood, sweat, and tears that go into the love of this game, how many competitions there are regularly, which is one of my big things. I just find it a little bit more interesting than some of the more American-based sports like the NBA or American football. I like those sports, but I don't know, something about this sport really just gets me, like, personally. I love it. So, but anyway, I'm done yapping. Today we're going to be checking out the beauty of football. I've been seeing a lot of Americans react to this video, and I figured, well, I'm into the sport now, and I'm an American, so let's react to it. Let's go. And for the record, I haven't seen this video. I had to start it a little bit to make sure the audio was playing through my streaming and recording PC. I have no idea what this video is about. Some people think football is a matter of life and death. I don't like that attitude. I can assure them it's much more serious than that. Hold on. Let me grab my fan. This is about to get me energetic and sweaty. By Bill Shankly.
My father used to tell me, listen, God give to you the gift to play football. But if you don't practice, if you don't train, if you don't respect the other player, you're never gonna be a good player.
I agree with that.
Training, you must prepare yourself to respect the coach. This is my advice.
I love the culture associated with it, man. Entire nations, like, put their heart, soul, and energy into the sport, man. Oh, and just the chanting, the songs, the love that I hear when I watch these games, man. Like, I love passion, and when I hear and see passion like this for these teams, for these players, it just gets to me, bro. I love that, man. I'm already getting chills watching this. I can imagine dedicating your whole life to this and then retiring like that. I can't imagine what that feels like, bro. I gotta make something out of my life. All right, that's precious, man. That was a World Cup 2010. And I just gotta say too, man, as a guy with very uncoordinated feet, but I'm gonna start practicing by playing a little of this sport, I think it's extremely impressive seeing how much skill people have with their feet versus with your hands. Like, your hands are more coordinated because they're your hands, you know, your grippers. But when I see some of the plays people make using their feet, and I'm not just glazing, I'm being so for real. When I see these plays, bro, I'm just like I could grab a ball and maybe shoot a three-pointer. I can't do some of these kicks. Like, they look insane. Also, isn't it like a yellow card or something if you take a shirt off? Isn't that like a rule? I just remember that for some reason. Oh my God. That is insane. Messi versus Athletic Bilbao. Oh my God. Like, being able to do that with your feet is nuts. Like, look at that. All right, I've never heard of Athletic Bilbao. Or did they get regulated? I'm going to assume at some point. Because I don't think they're in La Liga, right? I don't think so. I could be wrong. Bicycle kicks are some of the... What? What the fuck? How in the world, bro? That actually just, oh my God, yo, that just sent chills on my spine. Like, from this distance is insane. Bro, what the fuck? That is actually crazy. What the? Robin versus Spain in 2014 World Cup. Wow. Yo, that's it. Chills on my spot. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, what? Like I said, the foot coordination is unreal. I can't picture doing this. That's crazy, man. Also, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna sound really crazy coming from a guy who's gonna be 30 years old this year. Another reason I think I really got into this sport had to have been from iShow Speed. I know that's probably like a lot of people who say that. I think it's great that we have an American representation of, you know, football, getting everybody into the sport. I'm not really like a big Speed watcher, but I see what he does online, and then I've seen some of the creator like YouTube versus like whatever like yearly cups that they have, show matches. And those necessarily didn't get me into the sport, but they drew me more into it. It's like seeing some of these stadiums, these crowds, the amount of energy that these people have for creators. It made me just wonder, like, how much love do these people have for the actual players? So there's so many factors that were passion and emotion driven that really got me into the sport. Also, I love the announcers, or I don't know if you call them. Dude, bicycle kicks are crazy, man. Are they called casters or announcers? Like proper? What's the proper terminology? I just never thought about it till now. How do you have footage like this? Jesus, man, this sport is ancient. That is insane, bro. The curve is what... How do you do that? How do you do that? Somebody teach me, how do you do this? This is not making sense in my American... What the fuck is a kilometer mind? That is insane. I haven't seen a lot of crazy hype shots over the, like, couple of years that I've, you know, year that I've been watching. So seeing all these crazy plays, generally like a first-time experience. Is that kid Messi? I know he's like 40 now, but, or 38. 38? Damn. Just being able to do all that maneuvering with your feet, man. All right, so for Barcelona fans, do y'all miss Messi being in Barcelona? I know that America is kind of like the retirement home, basically, for a lot of European football players. But do you guys miss that? Also, I have had to learn so many different leagues, bro. I don't know how any of you had kept up with it for so long without the internet. I've had to learn about the Copa del Rey, the Copa America, the CONCACAF, CONCACAF. I've had to learn about the Europa events, women's football. We obviously have the Club World Cup now, which is sort of on and off, been on and off over the years. There's the El Clásicos, the Bundesliga. There's a lot of stuff, bro. How do you guys keep up with all of this, man? That's what I like. There's so much for me to learn, dude. That's what I love about it. Damn, we're only 4 minutes into this. Okay, wait a minute.
Second Everton player to go into the book. Here's Salah, and still Salah. Oh, Mohamed Salah! How about that on your Merseyside derby debut?
Beckham dragged England for World Cup fight in the photo. Jesus. That's crazy, bro. I just can't imagine having an entire stadium of like 80,000 screaming for me. Goetz scores the winning goal for Germany in the 113th minute in the 2014 World Cup final. I read the 2022 one is like the favorite, most loved one. I've seen so much content on that. I watched a few different videos. Wow. I actually watched the 2022 World Cup now that I think about it. I watched it on TikTok. Messi versus Bayern. Bayern to Munich. They just did some crazy shit recently. I was watching some of their games. I love the passion behind these guys, bro. That footwork, dude. Oh, man. Bro, off his chest for the kick. What? All right, this is probably going to be insane. Hold on. Let's pause for a second. That was insane watching that sequence of events. Off his chest to curve it in there is crazy. What the fuck? I promise you my reaction is genuine. That guy didn't even try, unless he just couldn't. I know it's all about reaction time, of course. He probably didn't see that coming. Not gonna roast him. Maradona, Hand of God in the 1986 World Cup. Hand of God is a crazy name. Also, what I like about it too is the amount of people that will be on different teams from different nations in a weird way. You know, I've heard that there have been some issues with like a little bit of, and I'm not gonna talk about a deep topic, I swear on everything. I've heard there have been a couple of issues here and there with like some racist things happening here and there. Racism, I don't know why people pretend like it's only an American thing, but I've heard about it and seen, you know, like penalties here and there get called for like racist comments from, I guess, like the crowds or something. But what I do like about the sport for the most part is it usually takes away the color of people, bro, and people are here just to enjoy the art of the sport, the you know, the art of football. Unless you're Vinicius Jr., and then everybody just hates your damn guts. I don't really have a personal issue against Vinicius Jr. because I'm still new to this sport. But yeah, I like that it strips you of whatever country you're from until you're doing like, you know, nations leagues or you know, like not Euros. Forgive me. I got to look at everything again whenever I think of all the different leagues, but it strips you of, you know, what like these like labels that you're attached to when it comes to playing for these different teams. You see Brazilians, Argentinians, Americans, maybe not Americans, but you see so many different players in different like European teams and American teams. So yeah, Americans that are playing for the love, you know, of the sport, to represent where they came from, but ultimately everybody's there to enjoy the sport. You join the team, you're there, people love you because you're you're a part of that team's history now. And obviously, it's not that black and white all the time, but that's one of the main reasons why I love it, man. It just, you know, like when you think about football, when I think about like watching La Liga, I don't think about every single nationality for every player on that team. Like Rafinha is what is he? He's Brazilian, and Lewandowski's Polish, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so I don't even pay attention to that. I'm just thinking like, damn, I love this team, bro. Come on. I can't believe how old this sport is too. Oh my god, he dude, do you hear that guy? That is an insane play. Was that a self-goal? Oh, that was a self-goal, Loki, wasn't it? Wait, was that a self-goal? Or own goal? The caster here is crazy. Wait. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. That was kind of his own goal. Like, he tried. I see what he was going for, but oof. Wow. That's I can't imagine the pain though. I can't imagine the pain. Having the Holy Grail is crazy. I can't imagine the pain, bro. Oh, yeah, we got PSG. There's Real Madrid. Barcelona. Also, I love the colors and designs of these jerseys, bro. They're so fire. Fun fact, my in-laws actually got me this jersey. I don't, you know, there are a lot of different jerseys. There are a lot of fake ones out there too. So don't roast me if I don't ever have the right attire or whatever, right? But they went to Barcelona a couple months ago and they actually got me this from a shop there. So yeah, shout out them, man. I love them for doing that. Also, I've seen how the Saudis have like kind of like taken over a lot of the sport. Same thing's gonna happen in the esports, man. They call it sports washing, but I don't want to get too deep into that topic. But it happens a lot now. I'm seeing like everybody's got Fly Emirates. Holy passion, bro. Like, look at their faces, man. I love that. I love that. Especially when people do come together from their nations. I was just talking earlier how that kind of doesn't matter, but seeing people come together to support their team is crazy. All right, underscores goal of the century. Bro, that is insane. Oh my God, they are 1-1. They are 1-1. I've read about Ronaldinho. What a name, man. That bass is crazy. I like that. Ronaldo, man. I'm so mad I missed out on this era. These eras of this sport, bro. Because so many players about to retire. As Roma beat Barcelona. Crap. 3-0 and advanced to the semifinals of the 2018 UCL after losing 4-1 in the first leg. Neymar still plays, right? He plays in the Saudi Pro League, yeah? Greece won the 2004 Euro. 150-1 chance of winning? Damn, nobody counted on, what's that? Did they say Greece? Damn. nobody had faith in Greece. Damn, were they that bad, or were the other teams just better? Somebody let me know in the comments. And I'm sorry if I talked a lot. I'm taking in a lot, man. Ronaldo, Messi, man. The all-time GOAT debate. Wow. Wow. That is crazy, man. Oh, all right. This is a really nitpicky thing, but can somebody explain to me exactly verbatim how offside rules work? I've read about them. I've seen calls for them, and sometimes I still don't really get it. So if I could get just an explanation from somebody that knows the sport really well, I would appreciate it. I've been seeing Zidane's name a lot in a lot of these clips, man. Wow. It's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Using your head to do that. Wow. So why did Lewandowski go to Barcelona? How long has he been in Barcelona? I actually don't know that. I've only watched Barcelona fully this last year and some change. I started watching most of Barcelona early this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. When did he go to Barcelona? I have a lot of questions, man, and I hope you guys are able to help me out with some of this stuff. That is crazy. 5 goals under 9 minutes. Holy smokes. I love that passion, bro. Wow. Wow. Well, Barca won 6-1 against PSG. 0-4 in the first leg. Damn. Is that one of their worst legs ever? Qualifying to the 2017 UCL quarterfinals. Largest comeback in UCL history. I might have to go watch that game by itself, honestly. That's insane. This is a mess. Oh my God, he got the perfect lineup. But Lucas Moura scores a hat trick in the second half. Last goal at the 96th minute and qualified Tottenham for the 2019 UCL final. Oh man, I love that energy, bro. Oh, that's oof. Wow. Wow, they beat him 7-1? Oh man, that's rough. Oh, that dude's throwing up. I understand. I just watched Team Vitality lose today. I watched Columbus Crew lose today. Who else lost today? Man, it's been a rough week for me. Team Vitality is a Counter-Strike team. They lost last week. They lost this week. Columbus Crew lost this week. Vitality lost twice last week, bro. It's been a rough week, man. You lose to 3-0 Camp No. Liverpool beat Barcelona 4-0 at Anfield to qualify for the 2019 UCL final. Oh my god, dude, the passion is giving me goosebumps, man. This is amazing. What the fuck is that? France beat Brazil in the final and won the 1998 World Cup at home. Second World Cup, wow. That's that boy Mbappe. Wait, Mbappe was playing at this point? So he has a World Cup title. How old is Mbappe? Wait, what? Dude, I'm faded. I didn't know Mbappe. Wait, how old is Mbappe? I gotta look this up. Wow, so he was 19. That is crazy. I couldn't imagine being 19 years old and winning a World Cup. That is insane. And I thought the computer science degree I was chasing was great until I switched my major because I sucked. What was I doing at 19? Damn, I was a freshman in college with no idea what I wanted for my future. Okay. This is beautiful, bro. Those butterfly kicks actually almost made me tear up. I'm not gonna lie. Those were actually amazing. Hey, I did a little bit. Nah, man, that's... I gotta clap quietly because my wife's asleep. Wow. Wow, that is amazing. 12 million views. Football is such a universal sport. Here's some of the best emotional and beautiful moments of football, in my opinion. I know I forgot some. Of course, it's from my French and Western point of view. There's a lot of recent moment because it is hard to find old footage with a decent quality. That one ball could change your life. Oh wait, did I miss this? Rome have risen from their ruins. Manolos, the Greek god in Rome. Dude, people are getting called Greek gods? That's crazy. That's insane, man. Wow. Wow. All right, look, that was an emotional piece. I have watched a decent enough of this sport as of recent, but I know I've missed out on some amazing moments. That's why I'm taking the time to do everything in my power to watch as much as I can now. I don't want to miss a lick of this. I've seen the passion behind it. I've seen these amazing moments, and I just kind of want to be in the loop for the future moving forward because, damn, that was really insane to watch, man. I mean, I see why this sport is so loved and why it's the biggest sport in human history. I mean, like, wow, dude. Wow. Thank you for watching this reaction video, man. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. I hope I didn't yap too much, but again, I'm kind of new to this sport, so there's a lot of questions I just have and a lot of things I'm just kind of processing and learning and, you know, excited about seeing for the first time. Like, a lot of this footage, these clips, I've never seen any of this before. And as somebody who's finally got a better understanding of how the sport's played, how the leagues run for the most part, and a whole bunch of other stuff, seeing these moments, I can smell and feel the passion that was coming out of the players and the people that were watching these games at the time, man. I get it, man. You know, it's funny, when I was watching, oh man, I think it was from Nabuto. He was talking about how the 2022 World Cup was like the most famous World Cup of all time. I was reading through some of the comments. It might have been his video or it might have been somebody else's. I don't really remember. But somebody said their teacher put on the finals of the World Cup in 2022 instead of just having like a regular day of class. And it's just like, I love that, man. That passion is unreal. Thank you for watching. If you want me to react to more football content, let me know. I can't really react to games, unfortunately, because they will copyright strike those videos. I've tried uploading reactions to some of the recent games from the Club World Cup, and unfortunately, those get banned off of YouTube, even if it's just highlights. So I guess it has to be something older, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video, guys. This has been your boy Jay. Hope you have a great day. Peace.